wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Hello, happy Thursday. Welcome to the KVJ show. What's going on, everybody?
Yeah. Ugh, Cinco hangover.
Oh, okay. Cinco sunk you? Yeah. That'll happen for some people. Yeah, that's good.
I have a burrito hangover. I made these burritos, and I really haven't been eating that heavy. I've been kind of juice cleansing, eating light, losing weight, feeling good. And I couldn't do it on Cinco de Mayo. I had to get in the burritos.
Yeah, I saw you cooking last night on the TikTok.
It was fun. Mags came over with some friends. I made burritos for them.
Yeah, you made me that cheesy Mexican rice, and I ate a lot of that. It was delicious.
Nice.
Good stuff, huh?
Yeah, and I slept so hard, literally on my face. You ever do that where you sleep like on your pillow, face down, almost to suffocation?
I don't.
Yeah. Oh, man.
He sleeps like a victim.
Yeah, I don't know how he, I guess I get why he doesn't sleep well.
I do. I slept like a victim. You're right.
Uh-huh. So here we go. We might be a little bit slower today, but we're up, we're on your radio, we're on your TV. You can check us out on YouTube. Go to the KVJ show, pull us up on pretty much any device. You can get YouTube on, and you can watch what's going on right here in the studio.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, you know, I'm fascinated by the behind-the-scenes details of celebrity divorces, and there's no bigger divorce we've been talking about than this Bill and Melinda Gates thing. Apparently, it's been a done deal for months. We're learning that they had a plan to announce this divorce back in March, and they were going to work out all the details and get everything together. And Melinda Gates had rented this island in Grenada, however you say it. Mm-hmm. And her and all the kids and their immediate family were going to be there on this island together when the announcement was made so that nobody could reach them or bother them. They could have family time together. The only person that wasn't invited to the private island was Bill.
Oh, wow.
But she rented the island, and they were going ahead with it. And the lawyers were fighting with each other, and they weren't able to resolve it, and they weren't able to get it all together. And she had already rented the island. So the family did the island vacation without Bill, and they say everybody is mad at Bill. He is the reason for the divorce, not Melinda. Now, we don't know what he did specifically, but the whole family is against him. So it kind of makes it look like, all right, Dad, you did Mom wrong, and we all know it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious what those whole dynamics are. It was shocking for a lot of people, but maybe there was something going on there. It was kind of interesting because somebody who just texted us, it was just a random thing, not that there's anything to it, but apparently their kid goes to school with the Gates' kid at the University of Chicago. They were just saying that she's well known as a sweetheart, and apparently he's not. I never knew that about Bill Gates. So that's just what she was saying, that I guess Bill Gates is kind of an ass.
Wow, a billionaire with all that money is kind of mean to people? It's so weird. Who would have thought?
I know there's a lot of people that don't like him, but I always thought that was all just kind of like political things about him and whatever. But I don't know. Maybe he's legitimately not a good guy.
Maybe.
Who knows?
In other news, this is a sweet little Mother's Day tribute. I guess Willow Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith's daughter, got her old band back together. Like back in the day, her mama had a punk band, and Willow, as a gift and celebration of Mother's Day, brought Wicked Wisdom back together.
And she's on there with her mom too. She's with performing with them.
That's cute. Here's a little clip of that.
Okay. How about that? Okay. That's kind of a departure from, I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth.
Kevin just started lifting the whole entire radio console
Yeah,
in
makes
front
me
of
want to
him.
get back in the gym.
Pump it!
Let's lift.
Yeah, right. Hit me up with a testosterone shot. Let's do this.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
All right.
40 million downloads strong. Check out the KVJ Show podcast wherever you get podcasts or at WRMF.com. Click KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
So I got a question for the spider experts out there.
Okay.
I was in my Jeep a couple days ago, and this big brown spider was in my car, scampering around, and then it crawled underneath my seat, and then I never found it again. But it was big and creepy looking, and now when I go on my Jeep to drive, I feel like it's gonna jump on me, bite my neck.
Well, it's guaranteed it was pregnant.
Oh, so there's a litter, a gaggle of spiders. Just,
I mean, when spiders give birth, they usually have about 50 babies.
I always think worst case scenario on those situations, and you're right. I think there's a universe of spiders in my Jeep right now.
Dude, I've been where you are, and it's not fun. I had that happen to me. A spider was crawling around my car. I did not kill it. I couldn't find it. I was driving, and then for 6 months, I was freaked out every time I drove in the car.
Yeah, and it didn't look like one of like a spider I've seen before. It looked like it had murder in its heart. So my question is to the spider people out there: Can I snake this thing out of there? Is there a way to lure the spider away to
Spider trap.
Exactly, spider
Yeah.
trap. I don't want to live like
Like
this.
if you get like a little Miss Muffet or something that spiders are attracted to.
something that
Okay.
can get the smoke out that spider.
Maybe you can get like a pig from Charlotte's Web.
Well, it sucks when you're driving and every little itch on your body you think it's the spider biting your neck. And to your point, how do I know it's not pregnant?
You don't. And chances are it is.
Well, all right,
Right.
Nikki. So I need to hear from the spider experts.
I think you gotta sell a car.
That's what I feel.
You need to drive it back to off lease only.
Well, how do you how do you get
That's the way to
that?
solve your problem.
Hey, can I make a video like the video I made when you bought it?
I'd like some help from the people, not from the people in this room, because clearly you're not going to help me.
What you got in your mind today, Virginia?
I set it all up yesterday. I know that I told you about this a few days ago, but in case you forgot to take care of your mama for Mother's Day, you can go on DoorDash and pre-order pastries to be delivered right to her door for Saturday with a Mother's Day card attached to it. Don't forget about Mama. It's this Sunday.
Okay, that's right, it is.
And if you're here local, I'm going to be at Rapids Water Park, so you can bring your mama by there, and there's a mother-daughter look-alike contest.
Oh, I love that contest.
It's back. We skipped it last year because of COVID, but I'll be at Rapids on Sunday for Mother's Day, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's cool. I think you're there at noon.
I am.
Do you know some people that can get me on slide 3? I think I'm too heavy. I think you have to be a
You're
certain...
too fat to slide.
Well, there's one slide that I love. I think I'm a little too portly for it. But if you know somebody, I think the more portly you are, the faster you go.
I wasn't aware of weight limits.
Is there? It might not still be there like that, but slide 3 was always.
So wait, you get up there and they fat shame you and you have to go back down the stairs?
Hey, that has happened on water slides. I do remember because I was a fat kid, and when I was fat, I remember that you would take off. Like they said, dude, if you go down the slide, you're gonna hit Mach 2. You know, so I remember that there was something about a weight ratio type thing that I was too big. Like I'd have wiped out all the kids. They're going, no, we got to wait a little bit longer. You're bigger. And I remember one of those moments that was one of the sad moments of Fat Cav, where like, no, you need to wait a little bit longer because you'll catch up to them in 10 seconds.
Is that back in Logan?
Yeah, it might have been. It was either that or, we'd always go to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee in the summertime. So I do remember a larger crowd, lots of judgment, laughing.
They need to have somebody
heckling.
telling you you're too big before you climb all them damn stairs.
Yeah, and you're standing in front of 10 other skinny kids, and they're like, sorry, fat kid, you got to wait because you're going to get down to the bottom of the slide in 3 seconds.
Well, I'm not sure, because I haven't been up on the slide for a minute. I'm not sure if that slide 3 is still there. That was always my favorite one growing up.
Why don't you come on Sunday?
I would, but every time I go to the rapids, which I love it there. I really do. I only go in the lazy river because I'll try to go up on the tall ride, and I always get paralyzed with fear, and then I walk back down.
Go on the yellow one that's like built into the side of a hill. That one doesn't have scary stairs.
I know me and Kevin talked about walking up the real tall one together.
The brain
Yeah.
drain?
The brain drain. We
Brain
talked about
drain,
doing
yeah.
that together, but man, I don't know.
I remember that last little flight that you took up there. I think I was on all fours crawling up that. I was just like, oh, it was tough.
Did you go? You went down it?
No, I didn't. I then reverse crawled all the way back down the stairs.
What I did too. I tried, and
I mean, how embarrassing.
I went up there with my young kid, put him on it, saw his face of horror, and then I just reverse crawled down the stairs.
I did the same thing. I was with Klepto from the snack pack, and we both walked up there, and I had to crawl back down and go, dude, I just can't do this.
It's too much. It's
You
too
gotta
big for
do
me.
the brain drain once. Now, once you do it, you'll never do it again because it's horrifying. You gotta do it once, guys.
They always tell you this stuff. Yeah, you got to do it once, and then you do it, and you're like, why did I do that? Like, I know what I like and don't like, I mean, it's kind of like if you know you don't like a certain kind of food, why would you even eat it?
It's a badge of like bragging rights. I did the brain drain.
I got no pride anymore.
I've thrown in the towel.
There's no pride left in me.
You've given up?
Yes, I'm not. There's nothing left. I'm fighting for, Virginia.
You're right. They go, you got to try this. And I did that with jumping out of the plane with the parachuting.
Right.
And then 3 days after, I just laid in my bed going, oh my gosh, why did I do that? That was horrifying.
You had a time release panic attack?
That's interesting. Yeah, they hit you a week later.
I think I had PTSD from
He's
it.
in Walmart, and all of a sudden it just hits him. He drops to his knees. Now you become the weirdest guy in Walmart, which is saying a lot.
Oh, I've been that guy quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a game you don't want to win. You're having a real bad day if you become the weirdest guy in Walmart. What I got on my mind here is a parent, a kid that grew up in the 80s and 90s, and now looking at my kid today and what he's looking at. Always watching YouTube videos, TikTok, stuff on social media, and you're just like, wow, man, there's just a lot worse stuff out today than when I was a kid growing up. So I thought, now they're trying to tell you that using social media is no more harmful to young people's mental health than watching TV was during the 1990s. This is a study with 400,000 teens to see how social media impacts their mental health.
Get out of here. They're insane if they think we're going to buy that crock of BS.
I'm with the witch on this one. It sounds
Come
like a bunch
on.
of horse manure.
Watching television, you are removed from the personal impact.
Exactly.
Social media can wreck a student's life.
Yeah, these researchers who did this very in-depth study are trying to tell you that they found some limited link between emotional problems and social media, but no quote-unquote smoking gun that was pointing to any wider mental health problems linked to its use.
Whatever.
I don't need a study. I don't need a smoking gun. I got something called a gut, and I know for a fact that, to the witch's point, you do. You're instantly involved when it comes to something on social media.
I personally know kids in my daughter's friend circle that have made a mistake on TikTok or another social media
Right.
platform and got in tremendous trouble at school, suspended, life-changing, upsetting for them and their family. Like, you can't tell me that Who's the Boss did the same damage to a kid's psyche
Right.
as what these kids are going through with social media.
Yeah, they say no more harmful.
Whatever. Who put the survey together? Instagram?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying it a bit. Use your common sense.
The researchers said that the results don't mean that technology is all good for teens or all bad, as it is difficult to determine the role of technology in young people's lives. So to me, at the end, it's like, okay, you did a study of 400,000 teens and it kind of comes back inconclusive. What?
I can tell you for a fact, I know for a fact that social media is worse for them. The kids make bad decisions. It's just what we all did. But now, these bad decisions that these kids made can be seen by every student in their school. It wasn't like that when we were growing
And
up.
it's easier to do, too. It's just the
click.
the press of a button from your couch.
And it doesn't even have to be a video that child takes. It can be a video that their friend takes and posts and then ruins them and their reputation.
So if we can say this inconclusively in this room, the three of us, then why would anyone ever allow their kid anywhere near social media? Why would we hand them any of these things if we can all agree? Because if you would say, hey, probably giving a kid a gun is not good, or giving them this or that or something, a pack of cigarettes, then why is it that we would hand them or ever allow them anywhere near social media?
Because go ahead.
No, you say it.
Well,
you say it.
because it's everywhere in the world now, and you don't want your kid to go out in the world and not be equipped with the right skills. I mean, there's jobs that require social media. It's just becoming so prevalent in your everyday life. If your kid doesn't, have any of that, you feel like they're going to miss out on something. For some people.
And we're all learning in real time. These kids are learning and making these mistakes. But we as parents are learning that, oh, crap, I got to talk to my kid about what to post and not post on social media. I don't think a lot of parents had that discussion. And a lot of kids have got into big trouble because their parents just didn't know that it could be so dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, we have not figured out social media. Social media, I think there's some great things with it, but there's some terrible things with it. It's such a powerful thing.
It is.
And we have not learned to harness that baby yet.
Yeah, that's what I just wonder. It's like, if we all kind of agree that social media is so bad and terrible and all that for kids' mental health, why do we ever hand it to them? Just a thought. Why do we ever hand it?
Because the world, it's everywhere now.
Yeah, there's no way for you to stop kids from being up on technology and the cool things. But as parents, we got to realize that we have to police it and talk to them about it and let them know, okay, here's what you should do. Here's what you shouldn't do. Here's what can happen to you if you get caught up in some bad stuff on social media.
You just can't put that genie back in the bottle, man. It's out.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Just trying to figure out how much the Bill and Melinda Gates divorce is going to cost. Already starting off with $1.8 billion. Bill has transferred over to Melinda in stock options. So that's a good start there before we can get going.
Yeah, I don't even think they're getting close to being done, though.
No.
They got so much like real estate and art and crazy stuff to split.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be interesting. And it sounds like probably as we keep going, too, there'll be more and more details. It seems like, we're not satisfied. We need something, and
Well, people are starting to talk.
Right.
And people that worked with them and for them are now being accused of maybe being involved with him or her romantically. So it'll all shake out. Don't worry.
There's this Shelley Wang, who's a Chinese translator, that she's the first one to come out and denies any kind of affair because they linked her both to Bill and Melinda.
I saw that. Poor Shelley Wang. She's getting dragged.
We don't know who you slept with. It's one of them.
We know, Wang, that you were on one of them.
Right.
Oh, poor girl.
I know. I got nothing to do with that. So of all the celebrity divorces that have happened, they're getting more and more expensive as we get richer and richer people on planet Earth. So you tell me which one was more expensive? Jeff Bezos that he recently went through or Rupert Murdoch? Which one was more expensive in the celebrity divorce? What do you think, Jay Bird?
Let's go, Murdoch. I don't know anything about him.
Okay. Good choice. Virginia?
I don't know. I think I'm going to go Jeff Bezos.
Gonna go Jeff Bezos. He's the most expensive that we have. That's number one. He and Mackenzie Bezos, $38 billion.
Dang.
That divorce was.
So you say B?
B, with a B, yeah.
B.
It made her the richest woman on planet Earth the second it was final, with $38 billion.
Wow.
Yeah. Rupert Murdoch's measly $1.7 billion. That's all his was. So Bill Gates is almost already catching up on that. Rupert Murdoch is right now listed as number 2. most expensive celebrity divorce.
Does Bill Gates have more money than Bezos?
No,
Okay. All right. So he's not going to top Bezos then.
likely not. No, yeah, Bezos is richest dude.
Got it.
Okay, what about Michael Jordan versus Tiger Woods? Who had a more expensive divorce?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Really?
Yeah. Michael Jordan was 168 million, Tiger Woods 710 million.
Oh. Wow. Oh, I didn't know that.
Are we playing as a team, or are we against each other? I need to know these things. Let's go as a team.
Let's go as a team.
All right,
We're
yeah.
better together.
All right. Well,
Harrison Ford versus Mel Gibson. Who had a more expensive divorce?
I think it's Gibby, right?
It's Gibby. We're going Gibby.
We're going Gibby.
Going Gibby, yeah, it's Gibson. 425 million.
Ooh.
His ranks as about number 3 most expensive. Harrison Ford's was $118 million.
Who is Han Solo married? Is that Calissa Flockhart? He had to give all that money to?
No, she was the new piece.
It was Melissa Matheson.
Yeah, she was the old piece.
Okay, was she not an actress?
Don't think so. No, I think she was a screenwriter.
Yeah.
I think that's what her claim to fame was. Okay, what about Donald Trump versus Madonna? Who had the more expensive divorce?
Don't get mad, get everything.
So we're going. We said Trump's.
I think it's.
What?
I think it's Ivana.
Is that what she said?
I think she
Don't
did.
get mad. Get
Okay.
everything. It's got to be her.
That's pretty good. Okay, so you're saying Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, Madonna to Guy Ritchie cost her anywhere from 76 to 92 million. Donald Trump got away with a measly 25 million.
Wow.
And keep in mind, that was a long time ago, too.
You're right.
Okay, what do you think about this one? Who paid off more in their divorce? Is it Brad Pitt or Kevin Costner?
Oh, I think it's Costner. I think he went through a big, terrible. I think Waterworld, that movie hit and then tanked. And I think he got a terrible divorce too.
All right, we're going Costner,
We're
Kev.
locking in with Costner.
Okay.
All right, you're fired.
Why are you listening to me?
Brad Pitt, $100 million with Angelina Jolie. Kevin Costner, $80 million to Cindy Silva.
That's still a big loss on Costner's part. With Waterworld looming, it's rough.
But you got it wrong.
I did
Yeah.
get. I'm trying to.
A loss is a loss, man. Just take your L. Walk away with grace.
Let's let Kevin move on.
Yeah. Can't let it go. Okay, most expensive celebrity divorce between Paul McCartney and Phil Collins.
It's Paul McCartney.
All right, I'm going to give you another chance, but you better make sure you get this one right. We got a lot of pride on this.
I'm 98% sure.
All right, Kevin, we're locking it in. Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney, you guys got one right.
Yay!
That was kind of close. Paul McCartney, $50 million it cost him. Phil Collins was 46.6.
But didn't she say he pooped the bed? He
She
didn't-
did.
He didn't shower.
She said he
Yeah,
could.
you can't put a monetary amount on all that shame that she tried to just
She broke
heave
him.
on top of him.
He can't tour.
You're right.
She broke him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet Phil can't drum.
No.
He can't drum. He is going to tour.
Well, the band's going to tour. He's going to sit in the wings and watch his son drum.
Well, he'll
No,
sing
yeah,
though.
he's performing. Yeah.
Virginia's making it more
All of a
dramatic.
sudden, she's made Phil Collins not touring.
He's a roadie now.
Yeah, he's going to go for the Genesis tour just sitting in the wings.
Don't mind my friend. She's still drunk.
This is an interesting comment that people said in this survey. They were asked to name the person that they know that is basically the best person that they know. And 46% of Americans said, me.
Me.
I'm the best person that I know. Me.
That sounds about right.
46%, almost half of us.
I'm going with Denny's.
Yeah, I'm not saying me.
I'm the best person I know. Me. But on top of that, from this same survey, we realized just how much people judge others. 72% admit they judge other people's behavior. Probably the other 28% are completely lying. 61% worry that other people are judging them.
Well, doesn't everybody judge everybody? You see something and you have to make a judgment call.
Yeah.
Just on a survival level. You have to judge traffic when you're you see things and you internalize and judge them.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between, you're trying to put together context clues about somebody. It is wired in us. It's a survival skill. You know what? Animals judge you. When animals see you, they're sizing you up to try to decide whether or not they should be afraid of you. We kind of do the same thing. Just go out in Florida. You have to size people up to say, do I need to be afraid of this person, yes or no? It's a survival instinct. So 100% of us judge. Now, we have that thing of judging where you look down on somebody and you treat them differently.
That's different.
Because of things. So that to me is what judging might be.
You can be judgy without letting the person know you're being judgy, which is my favorite thing to do. You don't tell them what you're thinking about them. You tell your friend.
You don't have to be an awful person.
Right. When you tell the person what you're thinking, then you're just a douche.
Okay. So judge them, talk about them behind their back.
Judge them quietly in whispered tones.
Okay.
With your friend.
And when you get a little Chardonnay and you really, really just trash them.
Yeah, really, then you can go
when
for
you get some Chardonnay and you don't try to whisper.
We were talking earlier about social media, and do you have ways in which you judge people on social media quickly and immediately just by looking at their account?
I do, and I always get in trouble when I talk about it because somebody will email me who has a truck for their profile pic on social media. I always say you're a douche, especially if the profile pic is a truck parked backwards. If you
backed in,
yes,
to a parking spot.
Yes, I judge it. I'm sorry.
They say one of the biggest social media judgments we make is that when we see somebody who doesn't have a picture in their profile, you assume they're unattractive.
You think you're hiding something. Especially
what it is.
Well, on a dating site, you'll see that sometimes where someone will have a flower for their profile pic. Yo, what are you doing? Come on.
You know men are visual, right? Honey, if you put a flower, no one's going to swipe for that.
Or it's a duck. No, we don't want to. Not on a dating site.
A duck.
You save that for your Facebook profile or your Instagram.
When you don't see a photo, you think that the person doesn't feel good about themselves. Otherwise, they would put that image forward. And maybe in a rare case, it could be somebody's just so hot they don't want to be judged for being that attractive.
That would never happen.
That's probably less than 1% of the people.
That's the unicorn you speak.
Right. Yeah. If you have kids in your profile pic and then pics of you partying on your picture page, then you're a bad mom. That's one of the social media judgments.
Uh-oh, someone's getting defensive.
Call me a bad mom. I don't give a F.
No, you're not a bad mom.
Okay. If you mention God in your status and how you pray, but you have a drink in your hand in your profile pic, you're a whore, but try not to be.
That's not true. You can love Jesus and Jesus juice.
Well, there's sometimes where somebody will write the most cutting, meanest comment. I'm like, dang. And then I'll click on their profile and it's Jesus is Lord and them at church. But they're writing the meanest stuff I've ever seen on the internet. I'm like, that's...
I don't think you get Jesus.
Like, that's a weird combination.
They need a little bit more Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit more Jesus. If you're a guy and took your own picture for your profile, then you're a douchebag with no friends.
Oh, that ain't true.
Social media judgment.
There's dudes that take selfies that perfectly are acceptable.
Okay, you're not buying that social media judgment either?
No.
And if you cropped out other people to just show you in your profile pic, then you are self-centered and a crappy friend.
What if all those people screwed you over?
And you shouldn't put other people in your profile pic.
Well, you can't do it in your profile pic. Don't do it in your dating profile.
I don't know. I mean, if people are trying to figure out who you are and they're going on your social media, it should be a picture of you.
I'm not sure I agree with the witch completely on that. Dating profile, I think you don't want to see 7 people because now you're playing a game of, okay, who am I trying to...
Well, a lot of the profiles anymore, the photos really aren't big enough to have multiple people. They're usually, the windows are so small that if you try to cram like 2 or 3 people into that photo, it's so small you can't see anybody.
He's not lying. There was one of me, Panda, and Bigfoot, and all that you could put on there was one eyeball in my nose.
Yeah.
So this ain't looking good.
Right, so you almost have to crop people out now. So there you go. Some of these social media judgments we make. Got a few celebrity birthdays here today. The very schmarmy George Clooney is turning 60 today.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got this whole thing that he's doing that when the pandemic's over, you can come spend the night with he and his wife in their villa in Italy.
We're just going.
I don't think it's supposed to be kinky. I didn't do anything about that. But he's got a promo video out that, of course, has him fangirling all over Brad Pitt. And the person that comes and stays, he's got a Brad Pitt room, and they watch Ocean's 11. And Clooney just keeps commenting on how great Brad is on camera and things like that. So.
Oh, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Tom Bergeron, your boy, is 66 today, too.
Oh, happy birthday.
Mm-hmm. A couple of birthdays here. We got a 44th birthday for Kate. That is from Nikki in Lauderdale. Happy 8th birthday to our brave and smart twins, Sophia and Daniel from Mommy, Daddy, and Christian. We also got a birthday wish, a 10th birthday, to our baby girl. That is from Dad, Mom, Wukas, and Onyx. So we love you there. So nice little birthday shout out.
Aww.
Also to Shannon. Happiest birthday today. That is coming in from Jules. Also, Allie turning 6. They're going to Texas Roadhouse for dinner so she can sit on the birthday saddle.
There you go.
That's her mom, dad, Avery, and Mac. Amanda and the Pizzle sent that in. Gotta love that birthday saddle.
Well, they have good rolls, too. Really good bread.
They do.
Yes.
Also, birthday shout out to my son, Jace. He's 7 years old. That is from Jessica. And we got a shout out to Lainey Marie turning 9 from Mom, Dad, Alina, Auntie Nicole, plus Bolt and Bally, the dogs. So there you go. Got a birthday and you want a shout out, let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. And we'll be happy to get it on the KVJ show for you.
Dang, Maria in the chat room. Maria Lorando is calling Virginia old because Virginia forgot to do that Duggar story. She teased it like 9 times.
I'm sorry. I forgot the
Never
Duggar
did.
story. Gosh, I am getting old, and I'm a little bit hungover.
Oh, okay.
Cinco de Mayo.
I mean, the people, the chat rooms already reported it.
Sorry, guys.
What is the story for the radio audience?
He has been released into custody, protective custody. He has to stay in this self-contained space and wear an ankle bracelet. They found porn on his computer with kids as young as 5.
He sounds like a creepo.
Yeah, they were talking to one of like the special agents that was going through his computer, and the guy said it's in the top 5 of the worst he's ever examined.
Really?
So, yeah, kids as young as 5. That's what he's into.
That is some nasty stuff.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad we got that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Thursday.
That's at least what Uber's trying to tell. In fact, he got sent a bill for damage he caused to an Uber car.
What?
Yeah.
It says I owe $80 for some kind of damage on there. I'm already fighting it. It's not true. I went online too. There's a bunch of people that this has happened to where an Uber driver claims something happened in their car and it didn't. Nothing happened in the car.
When was this ride?
A couple days ago.
Nighttime? Daytime?
It was evening time.
Were you by yourself?
Yeah. So there's no way to prove it other than the fact that it's their word against mine. But there's no pictures involved. It's just a report. So
Where'd you go from? From where to where?
From Denny's to my place.
Are they saying you vomited or spilled something?
They're saying something was spilled in the car.
I agree with them. He probably did spill.
I did not.
mean,
I don't bring drinks into an Uber. I never do. I was completely spill free. I know it sounds like
let me guess. It was Hawaiian Punch and you didn't do it.
It wasn't me.
They've got an itemized bill breaking down what they say. That,
Well, they got you itemized.
this is what you have done. Yeah.
No,
So
these are the things that that's the menu of charges. I only got $80 charged at me.
So you got what is qualified as a moderate interior mess, including but not limited to larger food, beverage spill on fabric or other hard to clean surfaces.
Did you have food?
I didn't.
Kevin, do
No
you
beverage,
believe
no
him?
food, no beverage.
Do you believe he was traveling with no food at dinner time?
I'm telling you.
No food or beverage.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I at least make my case here?
Well, I'm just asking you.
It's
Make your
tough
case.
with the laughing crow over here. I had food zipped in. I had Sonic in my bag, but it was zipped up. There was no way it could. There was nothing you could. You can't spill grilled cheese, dog. You can't. There was no way anything spilled.
Do you have any liquid or sauce?
No. Well, I had sauce, but
He always has sauce in his bag. Go in his bag right now. I guarantee you there's sauce.
you need a search warrant for that, man. I'm just. I'm telling you, I didn't spill anything.
Okay.
I'm investigating.
It's not looking good for you.
It's the-
You need to pay the $80 and just stop.
Well, I bring this up because has anyone else ever gone through this where Uber or Lyft has charged them a damage price that you didn't do anything?
We were up in Philly, because Little Smiles has a Philadelphia chapter of Stars of the.
Yeah.
They were doing the Stars Ball. And so they had all the nurses that came to their Stars Ball. And Chip, who started Little Smiles down here in Florida and in Philly, he was so nice. There was this nurse that was really, really drunk. And so Chip said, I'm going to pay for her Uber. I'm going to get her out of here. We're going to send her home and make sure she's taken care of. He talked to the Uber driver, take good care of her. She vomited in the Uber on her way home. And so, no good deed goes unpunished. He got hit with a $250 cleaning fee.
Oh, wow.
So the menu I sent Kevin only goes to $150, but
Yeah.
I have heard if you throw up bad in an Uber, it does go up to $250.
This girl blew chunks.
They've got at $150. It's any incident that requires cleaning between the window door or air vents and major bodily fluid mess. That's $150.
But I think if it's really bad, they can tack on another 100. Yeah.
Did they send you any photo of what the supposed mess was?
No, they did it, and that's why I'm going to be able to beat it. Everything that I've read has said that.
I don't understand why or how they do that because, it's not Uber. I don't really ever take the rideshare often. But the one thing I do with my food delivery is both places that deliver my food and my beverage, they will snap a photo of the bag when they drop it at your front porch and they text it to you. Because you could see somebody saying, I didn't get my food, bring me more. And they're like, no, our driver, here's a photo, this is your place, and we got proof that we did it. So why is the same thing not required of Uber drivers to show photos of the mess and document the time?
I'm pretty sure that it is. That's why I think I'm going to be able to beat this. And you're right about the food delivery. Some people do it, some people don't. And I don't see how it's not protocol to always do it because everybody could lie about that, to your point.
Yeah, I think that you would have to, and I would think anybody out there could contest anything that doesn't have a little bit more of proof or accuracy that you are the one that caused the mess. It really should be something where every ride an Uber driver does a quick scan and a photo that's time-stamped, and you take some quick photos of the back just to make sure, okay, the ride, here's what it'll look like before you got in, here's what it'll look like when you got out.
Denny's kind of has taught me that just in life. Take photos of things you know. If someone's going to ever call you out on something, I got the photo right here of anything.
He's right.
You should do that a lot of times.
Even if you think, I've covered my bases and nothing's going to go wrong with this, better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
So who has the largest Uber bill that you got? I mean, you really let it happen.
Virginia's girl was $250.
I feel bad for Chip because he was just trying to do a nice thing. And
that's Chip for you.
he was going to pay the whole Uber, and it was going to be like $50 for this chick to get back to her house. And then he looked the next day, $50 plus the $250 for the cleaning.
Well, according to that thing, it said $150. I wonder if Uber drivers know, is it up to them if they want to add on? If the $150 is not going to cover the mess. Because you said if you throw up in a car, it is tough to get that out.
It is,
Yeah.
I mean, there were some. I threw up in a car one time and they just sold it. So it's.
They sold
They did.
Sometimes you just got to
They just sold it. Yeah, they just got rid of it. Yeah, and that's the question, too, because a lot of times people in Ubers, especially later at night, have probably had something. So it's harder for you to argue. Somebody said I had this happen to me. They tried to charge me $80 for a cleaning fee, but it was the Uber I took to go get drunk. If they would have got me on the way back, I was like, blacked out. I wouldn't have remembered.
Well, how do I know that there wasn't something else that somebody? How do you know I did that? What if there was something there? There's no pictures, and I just have a bill. No, it ain't happening. I was a good boy in that car.
I have spilled in Ubers before, and did not get charged.
Look at that.
You know I don't get in an Uber without a drink.
It's so. I remember you. I've never seen her denied, and the only time I've taken an Uber with Kev, we tried to take some roadies, and that guy shut us down so quick.
How many Ubers have we been in together?
9,000.
9,000. I never ride without a beverage.
Me and Kevin tried to do that. That guy just no, absolutely
Right now,
not. There are laws.
You get shut down.
Oh, it was quick.
Apparently, this happens for a lot of people. Somebody texted in and said, I spilled a cup of coffee and I asked for a rag. The guy gave it to me. I cleaned it up. I gave him $10. In addition, he said, don't worry, it's clean. I took a picture and I still got charged $40 and I couldn't find it.
Did he or she, did they send pictures of it? Did they have proof that she was the one? Did they show the damage?
She took the pictures, and it doesn't sound like they showed any kind of proof on their end because she took the photos to prove that she hadn't, that there was no mess, there was no stains, anything like that. So,
man, there's some rackets going on out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. It's lawless. We tried to catch a couple of Ubers on Saturday. The first one, because there was gonna be a lot of us. It was gonna be me, Jaybird, Denny, Suits, and our big ass hats going to the Derby. So I got the Uber XL, like the minivan.
Yeah.
Homeboy drove right past Jaybird's house, looked at me, and canceled the ride.
I'm not even kidding you. So the witch was supposed to get at my house at 2 o'clock, but she got there about 2:15. Running a little late. You can tell she was in a hurry. She's like, well, I got this Uber. It's on its way. Oh, it's right down the street. She opens the door.
I watched him.
He locked eyes with Virginia and said, yeah, nah, I'm out of here.
oh, really?
Yes.
Just like that?
It was so bizarre.
It was so bizarre. I'm
He
like,
took
"Ooh,
one look at you and he said, I'm not messing with
Bird,
this.
he's pulling up right now." And I opened the door and
It changed the mood. She was so mad. Well, she was mad because she walked into my place and I wasn't playing party music. I was playing depressing music. She's like, turn this crap on.
he was playing the saddest folk tunes you've ever heard. I'm like, what are you doing?
I was in a very happy mood. Just because you listen to sad music doesn't mean it makes you sad.
Dude, I don't get down like that. When I'm coming, prepare my music.
Yeah, that's right. The queen has arrived. Yeah. We're talking about Jaybird gets hit with an $80 cleanup fee from Uber. Virginia tries to get an Uber. The guy makes one glance at her drunken self on Saturday and vroom, takes off.
He locked eyes and said, I'm not doing it.
That is so unfair. It was the beginning. It was the ride there. I was not drunk.
Well, it was weird because she was giving me a play-by-play of how every turn, well, he's making a left down this road. All right, Bird, he's making a right down here.
I knew where he was. He was 30 seconds out when I opened the door.
I would love to know why he looked at us and then kept driving. Does he hate did he recognize us and hate our show?
Was my hat too much? Because my hat was kind of extra.
He's not going to give you a ride for a hat?
Why would you have hat discrimination?
I don't know. Maybe obnoxious hat. He figured obnoxious person.
Maybe we've had him before and he recognized it.
That's possible.
Somebody want to know what your Uber rating is, Virginia.
So I just looked on Uber and I'm a 4.8, which I don't think is bad.
What does it go up to?
5.0. It does show you.
Seems good.
It shows you had a night. Probably one
I've
bad
had a
night.
couple nights.
Do you know your rating, Bird?
I think mine's at 4.8, 4.9.
Okay, so you are both good.
I think mine's a 4.9 actually.
I'm a 4.8 on Uber. I'm a 4.9 on Lyft.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then how would that affect if you refuse to pay that $80 cleanup fee that they hit you with?
It would probably affect me if there's a thing, I just didn't have time to do it. You can fight those kind of charges. I will say Uber Eats is very good at, if they mess up your order, and it does happen a lot, they will knock that off of your bill.
Okay.
Usually, but you do have to provide pictures and show them. It's a big to do. I've had to take pictures of this one time they forgot the cheese, but instead of cheese they put all green peppers in my sandwich. I was like, dang, are you all messing with me? So I had to take pictures of green pepper sandwiches.
Let's see if we got any kind of revelation here. This is JP from Coral Springs who says that Jaybird is guilty. Why would you say that, JP?
Well, I mean, you already heard what he was just saying. He's already talking about Uber Eats. I mean, we're talking about this ride. I mean, it just seems a little shady. I mean,
That's a terrible argument. And where's your argument?
You do seem shady. He's right.
Yeah.
I'm talking. Hold on. How does Uber Eats have anything to do with me taking an Uber? What are you talking about?
No. But you mean your first response is talking about Uber Eats? We're talking about the $80 fine here.
Yeah, Bird, $80.
Well, I'm talking about Uber Eats saying that they do a good job as far as rectifying when there's a mistake made.
You spilled. You know you
Yeah.
spilled.
Call it as I see it, bro.
That sounds like a lot of people are siding with Uber here. Yeah. JP's like, yeah, not buying it, dog.
JP.
Yeah.
Uber needs to
Thank you,
charge
JP.
him double.
Yeah.
I like JP because he sounds like he's drunk.
Yeah. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, we got a KBJ draft. Jaybird should love this. We're going to be doing cereals today.
Oh, I am. This is too close.
Yeah, if you blow this one, oh, man.
Oh, there's one I want, and I want it bad, Kevin.
Okay, you better get the number one draft card. We're going to figure that all out coming up next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Today in the KBJ draft, we're doing best cereals. Jaybird is very excited about this one. Hate for you to lose it.
I just like winning KVJ games.
They're fun, aren't they?
I want to pad my stats.
Who doesn't like to be a winner, right?
Yeah.
This is one that you care a lot about, though.
I do.
You're a man of cereal product.
Yeah, the ones I usually care about are the ones that I crush, not in a good way.
Okay.
I destroy it.
Destroy it.
Yeah, it's not good.
Like the back of an Uber, you destroy it.
Not proven.
Okay, I drew Ace of Spades.
Oh, Summer of Rig.
Yep. It's about that time. Virginia, what you got?
I got a Jack.
Okay, looking good.
Thank you. You're looking good, too.
What you got, Denny's?
I got an ace as well.
Oh, okay. Ace of Clubs.
What
over
did
there.
Suits get?
Yeah. And then Suits has what?
A king.
What?
He's got a king. Wow. How
Everybody
about that?
got a high card?
Bird's
All
gotta
right,
have a
what'd
high
you get,
card.
Bird? We said it was very important to get early draft here.
A 4. Okay,
You can't write
All
it.
right, reel it in, all right? It's not that funny.
How is it so awesome? Every time.
Wow. Just-
It hurts, Kevin.
yeah.
I want it so bad.
Okay, so the draft order is myself, then Denny, Suits, Virginia, and Jaybird.
Well, what sucks about this is some people see everything on social media, but they don't hear the bit, and they don't understand how it works. And so if you go last, you don't get your first choice. They'll go, "How did you not get Fruity Pebbles, Bird? You're losing your edge." And, Virginia takes Fruity Pebbles. Don't take Fruity Pebbles. Damn it, I told you that one.
I would only take Fruity Pebbles just to, like, mess with your head. I don't really like Fruity Pebbles,
Oh, my God.
but I do like messing with your head.
Okay, so this is a big decision here. What to go with the overall number one pick. I am going to jump on to Cinnamon Toast Crunch
Oh, it's such a good one.
with the number one pick.
Kevin came strong.
Fat Kevin, I sense you. I feel
Yeah.
your presence
He's
here,
here
Fat
today.
Kevin.
He's here today
Yeah,
for
he
this
loves.
draft.
Fat Kevin loves CTC.
Okay, Denny's, you got the next pick.
Well, I was going to go with a personal favorite. I had Cinnamon Toast Crunch up there, but I'm going Reese's Peanut Butter Puffs.
Reese's Puffs. Great choice. Great
Oh,
choice.
the best.
All right, we're over to Suits now with the third pick. Suits, what are you going to go with?
I will take Captain Crunch.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, Bert.
Captain Crunch. Okay, Suits is taking that one off the board. Virginia, Jaybirds, you got to sit there and take it.
I mean, there is really nothing going to be left by the time you get to him. It's
No.
kind of sad on his favorite thing.
I know. What are you going to go with here, Virginia?
I love it. I'm taking Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios. Okay, Jaybird, you got the next two picks, so you can make up some ground here.
Okay. All right. Let's go Fruity Pebbles. We're gonna go Fruity Pebbles on that one.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
This is big. I know. You don't want to.
Stressing.
Don't want to blow this.
This is big.
Don't
Gosh.
want to blow it, Bird.
I'm gonna go with Fruit Loops for the second.
Very fruity. Okay, Fruity Pebbles and Fruit Loops. Virginia, you've got the next pick.
For my next pick, I'm going to go. I loved these as a kid. I'm going Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
Controversial.
Okay. Because we all know it's only the marshmallows, right?
I know, but the marshmallows are awesome.
But the oats are so crappy.
Okay, Suits, you got the next pick for the best cereals in the KVJ draft. What are you going with?
Let's go with Frosted Flakes.
It's solid. You're going to get the old vote.
Okay.
No, that's grape nuts.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's a rough cereal.
That
That's
should
a
be
rough-
illegal.
I mean, it's disgusting.
The first, if I ever got in Congress, the first thing I would do is outlaw that.
I don't think they're selling points flavor though. I think that it helps your colon.
Denny's, what are you going to go with here?
I'm gonna go with personal favorite Honeygram O's cereal. O's. You guys ever had that?
Yeah, back in 1989.
What? They still make it. It's awesome.
Okay. My next two picks, I am going to go with Apple Jacks. And then I have to do it because it was Fat Kevin's favorite cereal, Peanut Butter Captain Crunch.
Oh, I thought Captain Crunch was. You just get Captain Crunch.
Wait, what did Suits take?
He took Captain Crunch.
Regular.
You can't do it? Peanut Butter Captain Crunch?
I don't know, audience.
No, they're two different cereals. I thought Suits took peanut butter.
He took regular.
Suits, you took regular, right?
I
Yeah.
did take regular Captain Crunch.
Dang. Okay, I didn't know peanut butter was still on the table.
I didn't know we could do okay.
They're two different cereals.
Well,
Of course we could do.
Stop yelling at me.
Okay, Denny's, back to you.
I was gonna take Cookie Crisp.
Oh, Cookie Crisp is so good.
Yeah, it's a solid one.
Gosh, it hurts so bad.
Okay, Suits, your final pick for best cereal?
I'm going to go with Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs, okay. All right, Virginia, what do you got for your final pick?
For my final pick. This is tough. Are Fruit Loops still on the table?
Nope.
No.
No.
They're gone.
Jaybird's got
They
him.
belong to the bird.
Damn it. Okay, I'm taking Tricks.
Poor man's Fruity Pebbles.
Okay, Virginia's got the Tricks and Bird. Not a lot of good cereals left. What do you got here?
Well, I disagree because I got new life with this whole Captain Crunch thing. Captain Crunch mixed berry.
Okay.
Unbelievable cereal. All right, sir.
That's some new one nobody's heard of.
Whatever. Mixed berries, unbelievable. You're crazy.
Berries.
Weak ass Tricks.
Okay.
That bunny's awesome.
That bland. They call that the bland fruity. They call it the bland Fruit Loops.
What?
They call it the bland Fruit Loops.
What?
They call it the bland Fruit Loops.
Who called it that? Porky Pig?
No, people back in Lake Parkians.
Like Parkians.
Jaybird clearly likes fruity cereal. He went Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, and Captain Crunch mixed berries. Wow.
You are what you eat.
That was very fruity. Virginia, she went Honey Nut Cheerios, Lucky Charms, and Tricks.
Oh, it's an amazing list.
Grandma's.
I mean, that's a great list.
Suits has got Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, and Cocoa Puffs. We've got Denny's with Reese's Puffs, O's, and Cookie Crisp.
That's good.
And then I got Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Apple Jacks, and Peanut Butter Captain Crunch.
I mean, that one's good too.
Fat Kevin came to play. It pays to be king. He went number one.
Yeah, you're right. That draft order was important.
Yeah, rigging is certainly important.
Oh man, who wants cereal now? Oh my
All
gosh.
right. Of course, everybody throws in the ones that were missed in the KVJ draft that we didn't give any love to. Somebody said, "What? You guys forgot Cocoa Krispies? How dare you?" Any love for Cocoa Krispies?
I love it. It's probably in my top 10.
Okay. Cocoa Pebbles. Somebody said one of my all-time favorites.
I mean, to me, the star is the after milk.
Okay.
You got your Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You got the Cocoa Pebbles. Anything with a chocolate base always has great after milk.
Yeah. I think probably your best after milks is probably either Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Apple Jacks, or Peanut Butter Captain Crunch, right?
Yeah, I mean, Peanut Butter Captain Crunch. I can't believe I left that on the table. You scooped it. Oh,
Okay.
that was my favorite.
Okay.
It's the best after milk.
I love Virginia selling my list so hard.
I
for me.
know. I'm gonna have to vote for you.
Yeah, I think I went too fruity.
You got a lot of fruit on
I
it.
should have balanced it out with chocolate. I don't know what I was thinking, and I'm gonna take it home with me.
I can tell you're a little rattled.
He's so upset.
Well, I'm reading all the comments. She says, Virginia says don't read the comments. She's right. There's a lot of.
Just
Bird,
bringing
you,
you down,
you blew
huh?
it again.
Yeah.
Bird, you suck. Bird, you're a serial poser.
Yeah.
Those
They're
are
all
the
there.
ones that I wrote.
Bird, you're a serial poser, and you know nothing about Star Wars. Like, they're getting really personal.
And
Yeah.
you did spill in the back of that Uber.
All right, I think Sad Bird needs a little comedy here. Luckily, his boy Denny's is ready to provide it. We got another round of the Denny's Joke Jury.
Yay!
He does the comedy. We judge the comedy. Okay, let's see what Denny's has got for us here today.
First joke for you guys. What fan site does Kermit watch videos of Miss Piggy?
What fan site? I don't know. What fan site is it?
Only Hams?
Onlyhams.com. Okay.
Second joke. Why did the horse breeders bid so much for the loaf of pumpernickel?
Why did the horse breeders bid so much for the loaf of pumpernickel? I don't know why.
Because they heard it was purebred.
You were inspired from Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Kentucky Derby joke.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought of that at the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
Look at you working
Always
while
working.
we're playing.
Every day.
Yeah, he never takes a day off.
Not from comedy.
No.
No,
Let's see. Third joke. What happened to the gardener when they jumped on the skateboard?
I don't know what happened to the gardener.
They face planted.
Face plant. Yeah, it's
A botanical joke.
Oh, yes. We need more of those.
We do.
Hey.
I need them.
Horse comedy,
Yes.
gardener comedy.
Fourth joke. Why did Chewbacca get drafted so quickly?
I don't know why.
Because he was Wookiee of the Year.
Okay, yeah.
Wow, with the sound effect,
You
Ralston.
gotta laugh out at Chewy. So.
You two are quite the team.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And final joke. What did they say about the yoga instructor going commando?
I don't know. What did they say about the yoga instructor going commando?
It was a ballsy move.
That's a good round.
Yes.
Josh, it was a home run.
Yeah. Some good stuff. Well, this would be tough. Sexual blackmail. You know, you think when you break up with somebody, there's like, oh, okay, sorry it didn't work out. Doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes the reaction is very odd because they're like, oh, no, you're not breaking up with me.
I will not be ignored.
And if you do break up with me, here's what I'm going to do. Adam sent us an email and he said, I tried breaking up with my girlfriend the other night and she freaked out and threatened to tell everybody what kinky stuff I'm into. She said that she'd send sex photos and videos to my family members.
Dang.
Now, I'm a very private person, so the idea of my family finding all this out is quite dreadful. My girlfriend said she won't do anything crazy as long as I agree to not break up with her.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't want to be with her anymore. I also don't want my sex life exposed. I guess I could go to the cops, but she would still release everything. She is the kind of person who does not care about breaking the law, so how should I handle this?
You know how I'd handle it? You know what? Just tell the world I'm a freak, and that's just how I roll. Release, I don't give a crap. We don't give in to terrorism. We
Yeah.
don't give in to blackmail.
Yeah.
Go to the cops. Let
What
them know
kind of
she-
stuff is he into?
Well, he's into some stuff. He's barking like a dog.
Yeah, how about that?
Maybe he's into that baby fetish.
Ooh, I don't know.
Imagine if you, like, they'd be diapered, and she's going to release that.
You got to just go to your parents and you got to tell them what's up. You got to tell your family, look, this crazy girl's about to release a bunch of stuff. Some of it's going to be wild and crazy to you guys. I apologize, but you can't be with her.
You can't live in fear like that. Own your freak flag.
And you also do need to call the cops.
Yeah.
Tell your family and call the cops because when it is released, you can come after her. This is revenge porn.
You're already in a prison by staying with her.
Yeah,
She's putting you in
can't
a
stay.
prison.
You can't stay even one more minute. This girl is nasty.
Well, the thing we've seen here in South Florida, I wonder if the cops would do this. If you went to them and told them that she is going to release this stuff, it is going to be illegal. Notice how we've had a couple cases where the cops actually show up at somebody's house and say, hey, to let you know, if you do this,
You're going to go into jail.
we will be coming back to arrest you. So, you decide what you want to do. And I wonder if the cops would do that for somebody like Adam to go and talk to her and say, hey, just to let you know, that if you do this, we'll come back. You'll be arrested. Here's what you'll be faced with. Here's how much it'll cost you. Here's
I
how much
love
time
it.
you could do.
I
love it.
I have a law question. Let's say that this girl does have videos of him doing something or whatever,
Yeah.
and she sends it to his parents. Is that right there a crime in itself? Because I feel like it should be.
It should
that's
be.
a private
it's not
video.
posted. It goes to somebody personally.
That's
Yeah.
revenge porn.
That is revenge porn.
Yeah, I think it's kind of used in the same way. So somebody texted in and said, yeah, I have had a sexual video sent because I broke up with somebody, and he sent it to my then new boyfriend that I was with. I went to the cops telling them it was revenge porn, and they said because I consented to the video being filmed, I couldn't do anything because it was only sent to one person. There was nothing to happen. I was already having a sexual relationship with, and it wasn't posted online. So
Well, that's got to change. You can't do that. You got to protect people from that. And I wonder too if the cops didn't want to really deal with that, and if somebody pushed the issue and got a lawyer involved, if they could. That doesn't seem right to me.
And when did this happen? Was it many years ago? Because maybe they've adjusted laws and changed things as people are starting to use revenge porn more and more. I bet it's become a problem for the police, and they've had to figure out new ways to punish people.
That sucks though. If you can do that to somebody, you send that. Well, so technically you could send it to one person, but three different times a day.
I don't think that's fair. That should still
Yeah,
be
we'll
considered
try to get an
revenge
official
porn.
ruling on that.
He sent a video of you and him to your now current boyfriend. That is cold.
And you could argue that's harassment too.
It's awful.
somebody did text in and said the cops will get involved because I'd said that. I've seen that now when it comes to social media stuff, especially. They'll go to somebody and say, hey, just to let you know that if you follow through with this threat, then it is a crime and we will be back to arrest you. And somebody said the cops will do that. They did it for me. I had an ex that was telling me that he was going to be posting that kind of stuff, and they went to him and said, look, you're on the verge of being arrested for felony stalking and revenge porn.
What
Wow.
a scumbag to hold that over someone's head. I'm going to release this just to be a jerk. That's terrible.
You need to definitely get the cops involved. Scare him, and hopefully you'll catch him before he does it.
To the original email, call her bluff and say, release what you got to release, honey. Go for it. I'm not scared.
There is websites that are out there that you can check out that might have some of the information. And somebody had an idea for his parents. Tell your parents that you've got a girl that is threatening to try to send stuff, incriminating stuff, and have your parents go ahead and block her number ahead of time. So anything she sends, then they wouldn't receive.
She's psychotic. She's going to figure out that they're blocking it, and she's going to find another number. She's good.
She is, huh?
Well, you can tell.
She's evil.
Well, anyone that's going to go to this kind of level, they're a psycho.
Yeah. So if anybody's got any insight on how to handle this kind of blackmail, you can let us know exactly what you can do and how you can handle it. There is a lot of Florida statutes on sexual cyber harassment. So things you can read up on and check out. Somebody sent us some of the laws here for the state of Florida, so they definitely have specific ones about what constitutes an image, what constitutes publication or dissemination. They say the use of the internet, websites, or electronic means creates a permanent record of the depicted person's private nudity or private sexually explicit conduct, which when it says electronic, that means emails as well. So if they would send an email, then that should be covered there under the Florida statute. You would still get arrested for that, for revenge porn. So there you go.
Don't give in to terrorism or blackmail.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just a hot mess.
And people are saying, well, then don't film yourself naked and having sex. But some people, look, it's 2021. People do this. They get a rush from it, Kevin.
I love how he always defends filming yourself.
Right.
Well, and I love how vanilla you are.
I just want to get my hands on your videos.
Wearing that grandma-looking jacket.
Father Kev is here with the KVJ Confessional. What do you need to tell us here today? Let us know your secrets. You can text them to us anonymously, 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. This person here would like to confess. It says, at the start of the pandemic, my twin and I lost our jobs bartending. So to make ends meet, we both started our own cam pages, but soon discovered we could make way more money if we were on camera together at the same time. We even have some famous clients. No way I'm ever going back to bartending.
Wow.
All right, we live in a sick world, Virginia.
I mean, you kind of figured it out, though. I can't throw any shade. I mean, if you're out there hustling and you figured out the system where you don't have to bartend and you can stay at home and make twice as much.
Did you say that they're twins?
They're twins, and they discovered that by being on camera together, that they could make a lot more money than being on camera alone. Virginia, would you do something like that with your sister?
No, because I'm just set different.
$3 million for a 2-year contract. You have to do a show a day.
A show a day?
Yeah, it's $5 million with your sister. Do you do it?
That is $3 million.
Or $3 million.
I like a $5 million.
$5 million.
That's why you're not doing contracts.
Imagine that.
Oh my gosh. What, $5 million? You said $3.
I'm paying $3 million, so $9 million.
What happened?
Do you ever do it?
I don't know. I would have to consider it. But, I mean, it would have to mean that this career was over. Like, you couldn't simultaneously do both, I don't think.
My other question, too, Kev, is what are they doing on camera? Is it just playful? Are they brushing each other's hair, or are they pillow fighting?
A lot of great questions.
They might be brushing hair, but I don't think it's innocent.
Yeah, I hear you. Man, and the way people would justify it that's paying for it, go, well, they ain't my sisters.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Somebody else confessing, I had a hot male-on-male dream last night involving Kevin.
Whoa.
Okay.
Signed Suits.
Telling you, if I were gay, I would have gotten a lot more action in life. I think that's just a fact, Virginia.
I do think that you would do very well. Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think
Really?
so, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd make an excellent gay man.
Gay men love him.
Yeah.
They do.
It's always been that way. I look great in drag. I mean, there's just a lot of things where I'm like, man, yeah.
And now, you, with your body type you're rocking now, you're super fit, you're lean, you're mean. The gays love it.
I know.
They love your type.
There's just one problem.
Are you looking at switching?
Is there a switch somewhere? You just flip that thing? How's that work? Okay, a couple other confessions that we got here. Somebody said, I absolutely have a favorite daughter. It's the nice one.
Oh.
I think people do have a favorite kid. I know you love them all equal, but there is always a favorite of anything in life.
Well, the one that gives you less trouble is going to be your favorite, because the trouble, it puts years on you. It's hard.
I'm not saying you love one more, but there is got to be one that's a favorite. I think I'm the favorite.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think your mom came on the radio and said you were the favorite.
I think she did.
We asked her that one time on the radio, and she said you were her favorite.
Yeah, and I don't think my brother and sister like me now.
Another confession here says, I live 2 minutes from a Holiday Inn Express, and about twice a month, I go through a side door to enjoy their free hot breakfast. Staff seems confused when they keep seeing me, but no one has really said anything to me yet. All right. Free meals, right?
What a racket.
It's a racket, but it's also, dude, what are you doing?
Another confession here says, I bought a house from a man that I grew to hate throughout the sale process, and now any bills that arrive for him, I send back with the quote, I'm paying nothing, see you in court, written on them.
I can see how you could not like the person you're buying a house from. That's funny.
Totally, that happens.
I'm paying nothing, I'll see you in court.
That's hilarious.
Another confession says, I was sucking so hard on my husband's finger one night that I accidentally swallowed his wedding band. The recovery days later was not my favorite moment.
Well, he's got some loose ass fingers too.
Or she's got some sucking power.
Yeah, I mean, she just might be like a fire hose.
Are you a panda into any FP?
Finger play?
Yeah.
Not like that.
All right. Well, okay. Let's move on.
Somebody else said in their confession, when I was only a temp in my company's headquarters, I was instructed to shred some documents. I noticed one document. It was a receipt for a necklace for $25,000 that the CEO had purchased for a woman that was not his wife, and then he billed the company.
Oh.
By the way, I'm holding on to that little insurance policy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and you just put it in the pile of the regular stuff to be shredded?
25,000?
That's how careless he is. He doesn't even think he's going to get caught.
I'm the CEO. What are you going to do about it?
I'm a fat cat.
Dang. Somebody else confessing here, they said, not sure what my toddler ate, but he blew out a diaper while riding in a grocery cart. Poo was everywhere.
Oh, no.
So I just whisked him up by the only part of him that he hadn't soiled and left the cart in the aisle. Sorry for whoever had to clean it up.
That's rough.
That is very rough.
That's worse than leaving the cart out in the parking lot.
Oh, yes, right. I can handle that. Oh, my gosh.
I bet that happens more often than you think.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I
When
mean,
people they're embarrassed and they don't want to clean it up, they go, you know what, I'm just going to dip on out and see what happens.
Yeah, you just take your crap-covered kid and leave the store.
I think you just got to throw away the cart, right?
and the kid.
I would. Yeah. Just wheel them both into the back alley. This KVJ confession says, I genuinely love being a lesbian. I genuinely love being a lesbian. I regularly shop for bras online just so I can look at some nice breasts without my search history being tainted.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
You got somebody going.
I just
Yeah.
think it's
He's quite a lesbian at heart, isn't he?
Do you like to shop for bras online too?
No, I just think it's just fun to hear how people are.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. They're trying to protect their search history.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the way they are doing things and now they're hiding it.
Yeah. This confession says my husband had neglected again to change the toilet paper roll, and I had already committed before realizing we were out. So I used the sock he had left on the floor to wipe my behind, and then enjoyed watching him all night trying to solve the mystery of where his other sock went.
See, I'm not down with that kind of warfare in a relationship. Y'all are animals.
Yeah. He doesn't change the roll. You wipe your behind with his sock.
Now you're wiping sock. I don't know. Now he's looking for a sock and you're not saying anything.
Yeah.
Games.
Somebody else confesses saying, I hated being dad taxi for my teenage daughter and her friends simply because I had a nice Mercedes. So I sold it and got a 2-seater smart car. I look ridiculous driving this thing, but now nobody ever asks me for a ride anymore. That's really committing to it, huh?
You're winning.
Yes.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Time for our own KVJ confessions here. We got a raise your hand poll. So what we're going to do here is if this applies to you here on the KVJ show, you want to raise your hand. If you're watching KVJ TV on YouTube, you can see who answers yes to what. I'll give you the overall percentages, how many people on the KVJ show have done this, and then coming up on the After the Show podcast, we'll maybe get the stories behind it. Okay, first one here. Raise your hand if you have passed out on the toilet. You've passed out on the toilet. Ever done that? Okay.
Question: is on the toilet and by the toilet different or the
Yes.
same? Okay.
Yeah. I think on is you're sitting there and you pass out. Okay, we got one hand. One hand up for that. So just 20%. Okay, raise your hand if you've gotten into an online fight with a listener. Okay. All right. 4 out of 5, 80%. I've done that.
Some people are raising 2 hands.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Some people are so peaceful, it's annoying.
It's a little annoying when someone's that grounded. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
So smart.
Okay, raise your hand if you have watched any pornography or seen any pornography this week. This week. Who's done the porn this week? Okay, we got 60% of the KVJ show.
Okay.
He's done that. All right.
DHs.
Raise your hand if you are sexually attracted to a current coworker. Okay, raise your hand if you are sexually attracted to a current coworker
On the KVJ show.
No.
within,
The whole building.
yes, our broadcast company here in this city. Okay, just 20% on that. Damn it. All right. And raise your hand if you think you are funnier than at least 2 members of the KVJ show. We got Suits involved with that, so it's myself, Virginia Jaybird, Denny's, and Suits. 2 members of the KVJ show. We need to have more hands up than that.
You think you're
Okay.
funnier than at least 2 people on the show.
Oh, okay. I agree with that.
You threw her a percentage question and kind of.
I was thinking about numbers.
Okay, we got 2 hands up. Okay. All right. 40% of the show.
Funnier and dumber.
Yes. So there we go. Okay, so those are the numbers. We will get into some more details coming up. Maybe we can get who that coworker is. It's so hot, attractive.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm allowed to say that.
So that was you that raised your hand?
Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Damn, I'm so dumb. She's right. We're so dumb.
But funny. But
I
funny.
ruined everything.
I think I know who it is.
Oh,
You don't have to say it. I'll say it for you.
No, you can't.
Oh, boy.
Come on, dog. Be cool. Be cool. Come on,
After
man.
the
She's
show.
hot. She's hot.
This is why I don't say. See why I don't say things.
Yeah, I know. Only for a bit, huh?
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Huh, so many people on meth. Ow!
Troubling news in the world of education, especially for New York City school kids. Gotta hate this. No more snow days. They're going to be a thing of the past. When we talk about snow days, kids of the future be like, what's a snow day?
COVID killed snow days.
Yeah, COVID killed snow days. They realize now if they have a reason why you can't go in, like snow, they're just going
Zoom.
to go virtual that day and you'll do remote learning. So there will be no more days off. And I wonder in South Florida how that would affect, because for us, it's different. So would it travel down here? Because you think about a hurricane, that knocks out internet, power, things like that. So I would imagine that would be another reason for New Yorkers to move to South Florida because they got rid of snow days. So, hey, hurricane day is going to be different.
You're just giving everybody more reasons to come south.
Yeah, exactly. Kids are going to want to get down here. But can we move to Florida? They got hurricane days. You don't have internet or power. So, yeah, that's gone. No more snow days for them. There's a woman who was waiting to pick up her kid from an elementary school in Arkansas that pulled a gun on another parent who confronted her for cutting the line. That's just one of the things. I don't think, because we've been so isolated for over the last year, we don't know how to interact with people peacefully.
We forgot how to be cool.
You're
Yeah.
right. Everyone's yelling at everybody on social media.
Yeah, that now we're taking it out to the streets.
You're right. People are yelling at each other in sublines.
Well, I saw that they've had more reports here in the last year with problems on airplanes. It seems like every day we have that story, and less people have been flying, yet there's a lot more reports of incidents happening on these flights, which just goes to tell me that's got to be us.
Yeah, is it just more reported or is it just more active?
I do wonder, because we are now in a time where everybody knows someone losing their mind's going to go viral. And I don't know if people knew that back in the day. Now, these stories are being reported nationally. Everyone wants to get somebody getting crazy on there.
Yeah, but I think that more people are, because the reports aren't about getting, viral clicks and likes. It's about keeping records of how our passengers are behaving. And the information is coming from like the airlines themselves who keep
Okay.
records of those things. So it's not, based on media reports or clicks or likes or shares. It's based on we had to report how many times something happened on one of our flights, and that's up.
Well, if they're saying it's up, then they would have the stat. They would know out of anybody.
Yeah. So that's just let me know from these couple of stories here. We just don't know how to behave in public now.
Well, I think too, social media sometimes makes people feel a little entitled that they can do whatever they want.
I have 10,000 followers. I can be a douche in Walmart.
It just, I think it's slowly has changed collectively people's thinking.
Well, I think a lot of these incidents have happened because of masks too, because of the pandemic. And so I think that has given the trigger that has caused a lot of these situations to escalate.
It's the perfect storm.
Yeah, it is. There were 2 high school teachers from Virginia that got arrested for being drunk in public while they were chaperoning the school's senior trip.
I bet this has happened so many times.
I could see how this could easily happen.
Oh, you think no one's going to know? Get a little sippy?
Yeah, where's the senior trip to, Cabo? How do you expect the teachers to stay sober if you bring them to a party place?
That's right. Really good points. Really good points. Yeah, apparently the teachers, their bad behavior included some really bad language that people were starting to notice, and they were visibly drunk while it all went down. And what's even worse is one of them served as the advisor for Students Against Destructive Decisions, SAD, which, quote, envisions a world in which young people make positive decisions that advance their health and safety.
Okay, so you're not going to be leading that group anymore.
Destructive decisions.
Smart little get up here for a porch pirate. They still got busted for snagging gifts and boxes off of porches in Philadelphia. But when they found them, it was confusing because they were dressed up like an Amazon delivery driver.
Wow.
It's a good move, though.
It is.
That is a sneaky move.
Diabolical.
Wow.
There's a 4-year-old kid in New York that managed to buy $2,618 worth of SpongeBob SquarePants popsicles on Amazon. Kid loves those things.
Why is that SpongeBob getting so much hype this week? Is it his birthday?
I don't know.
No.
I think it's just a coincidence.
All right, don't read too much into it.
Yeah.
Just luck of the draw. Federal prosecutors said the owner of a Massachusetts pizza parlor lied about the number of employees he had to fraudulently obtain more than $660,000 in federal coronavirus relief funds.
Whoa.
Then he used that money to buy and stock an alpaca farm in Vermont, as well as spending $110,000 of it on a vintage 1950 convertible.
Okay, so he's going through something.
No, he's a
thief.
He's a thief and a swindler.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
They're busting people right and left.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's probably not going to be the last one that
If you
decided
got
to
that-
use all those loans for something else.
If you got that money and your employees know you got that money and they don't feel like you distributed it equitably,
Yeah.
they're going to turn you in. So everybody who got money like that and is shady and has employees should be nervous.
I think they were so scared of the economy crashing, they were just sending the checks out as fast as they could write them. And now they're having a little bit more time to go back and say, okay, we sent a large amount to this. Let's follow up and see what happened. And be like, okay, so you laid off all your employees, but now you own an alpaca farm?
Well, that's why I say he's going through something. You do that, a move like that, and then you get an alpaca. What's going on with you?
Well, he's just shady. He lied about how many employees he had so
Yeah.
he could get all the money. And then he funded this new business venture that
Right.
he didn't have before.
Right.
That's the definition of defrauding the government.
Exactly. It wasn't to keep him afloat. It was to greatly advance his life.
Well, let me start this new alpaca venture.
Yeah,
What?
That's not what it was for.
What is that?
There's a guy in St. Pete that was impersonating a cop. Apparently, he was tired of his neighbor's loud music, so the 67-year-old confronted his neighbor about the volume of her music. He was armed with a handgun, and he flashed a badge saying, "I'm a police officer. I can arrest you at any time."
Whoa.
The neighbor refused to turn down the music. And so
She
he
knew. She knew he wasn't a cop.
probably, if you see his mugshot, he doesn't look very cop-like. Then he restrained her hands behind her back and put her in handcuffs.
Dang.
Okay, so he's not a cop. He's a serial killer.
He had handcuffs?
He did. He had the gun, he had a fake badge, and he had the handcuffs.
Look into this guy's past. I'm telling you.
He's done this before. There may be victims.
There's victims.
This guy really is very odd in how he decides to talk about and celebrate the police. This New Jersey man was arrested for painting a blue line on the street in support of cops. But this guy who painted the blue line down the street, which he shouldn't have to support cops, had shoplifted the paint. So he stole to support the cops. And now, because he got arrested for painting the blue line for shoplifting the paint, he has posted a YouTube video threatening the police. So he's gone full circle from supporting them, stealing paint to paint lines on the street, to now threatening them on YouTube. So he's just a hot mess.
Does he need a job at an alpaca farm?
He is a disaster.
Yes, he
he's
is.
about to snap.
Oh, that's a man on the brink. He's on the verge.
There's a woman who interrupted her ex-boyfriend's funeral in North Dakota on Saturday by speeding through the cemetery in her SUV. She almost hit people as she tried to leave, and they finally arrested her for reckless endangerment.
What the hell, girl?
She almost planted a few more people.
You might be mad at him, but he's already dead. You won.
Right.
Why would you have to go and then punish him at his own funeral?
Come on now.
Rage.
Come on now. There's a woman in Morocco that thought she was giving birth to 7 babies, but it turned out she gave birth to 9 because the ultrasound had missed 2 of them.
Oh my God.
That's a litter at that point.
9 naturally? She didn't have IVF?
I can't imagine she did not have IVF. She had to have something. I mean, 9 at one time. Humans just don't create that many babies unless you do something.
Does it even hurt after the 7th one?
Is she trying to be like that Nadia Suleiman chick that had
she
that
did 8,
reality
right?
show?
Octomom.
She did 8.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, was it all natural?
Does she have a camera crew there?
Yeah, is this on TLC?
Damn, TLC got us again.
If she gets her own show, you know what she did it all for. So we'll see.
KVJ's double your paycheck.
We are looking for Lorenzo Franco from Delray Beach. It's Lorenzo Franco of Delray Beach.
If you just heard your name, you have 10 minutes to call 877-979-WRMF and get your paycheck doubled up to $1,000. Good luck. From 97.9 WRMF.
Okay, got a couple random questions here for you. What is the craziest thing you did because of a breakup? Earlier, we had heard from Adam, who his girl is threatening to blackmail him. She's going to be sending out all this stuff that he doesn't want to get out about his sexual behavior and habits that she has proof of, apparently. So what about you? What would you say? For me, I don't know if it was a breakup, but there was a girl that I was kind of messing around with in college, and she was kind of going back to her ex-boyfriend. And so one night coming back from the bars, I saw that her car was at his place. I was really hammered, so I sat there and let all the air out of her tires.
Dang, that's some Virginia stuff right there.
Yeah, I don't know what got into me. I can only just think I was overserved.
I'm so proud of you.
Yes, I know.
I mean, that's a committed project.
It was.
That's such an emotional move.
I've let air out of tires of my own vehicle that I mistakenly overinflated. It takes forever just to drop it down a couple pounds of pressure.
It took me like 9 hours, and I think I actually fell asleep with my forehead on the car. Yeah. It's crazy. What about you, Virginia?
I mean, I've been crazy for a while. I think probably the craziest would be hiding under the bed to wait for my... He was my boyfriend, but we were on the verge of breaking up to come home with the girl he was cheating on me with / leaving me for.
Okay. Bird?
Yeah, to like kind of like y'all. She wasn't my girlfriend, but we were talking and you know, kind of, you know, dating, I guess, in the beginning. And it was clear she wanted to move on. I must have been 21, 22 years old, and her name was Shanna. And she's like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. So I'm thinking, all right, well, you know what? Let me write her a song and drop it off at her work.
Okay,
I recorded
yeah.
a song after she didn't want nothing to do with me, and it was called Shanna Banana, and it was the most broke down, awful, cringiest thing. And then I heard through the grapevine that she was uncomfortable from this song. It was awful. It was awful, man. And she didn't want it. It was terrible.
Terrible. Okay. What is the riskiest place that you have had sex? What would you say riskiest? Yeah, back in the day, we used to hop on boats, stairwells, all kinds of different places where people could have caught us. So
Yeah, you and the Mexican Queen used to be frisky in the outdoors.
yeah, we did. Crazy
Flagler
kids.
Museum for me, because I did get caught by 3 officers. They were all undercover, and one of them was wearing a Marlins hat. And I'm thinking, are these guys really officers? What's going on here? Or are they just peeping on me? But yeah, I got kicked out of the Flagler Museum, the back area.
Okay.
Well, I didn't realize it was a walking path. People were walking dogs, and it was crazy how it all shook down.
You picked the most not private spot.
It was actually quite public, and we didn't realize it until the cops came.
That's a little risky.
It's very risky.
What about you, Virginia?
Me and Panda started this little tradition we have. We like to go on in parking garages in our SUV and
Oh, yeah.
have some fun moments.
Do you get out of the car and overlook the balcony?
No,
Oh, okay. All right.
No.
I'm not that bold.
Okay.
Wow.
I stay in my car.
Okay.
If you could be God for one day, what would you spend your time doing? For me, if I were God for one day, I think that I would go around and do things. I would heal people. I would change people's lives. I would indulge myself and just have a day of happiness and going around and be like, oh, look at that. Let's do that. Let's change this. Let's change that. I think that's what I would do with my day. You get one day. What would you do with it, Virginia?
One day to just control anything and everything?
Yeah, what would you spend your one day doing? Bird, you have any thoughts?
I do.
What are you doing?
Chocolate river, chocolate ocean. I would also change the shape of the planet.
That should kill all the species in
No,
it.
no, I'm God for a
So
day.
he's going to wipe out our food supply.
That's not no.
Jaybirds Day is God.
That's not true. As
Yeah.
God, the fish, they love the chocolate. My fish don't die. And
Fish love chocolate,
Yeah,
Kevin.
the day of God, I'm God. I can do whatever I want.
Okay,
I can
but-
make them walk out of the ocean if I want to.
So after you swim in it, you're a sticky mess?
Nope. The way this God's going to do it,
Yeah.
it's the kind of river and ocean you drink and you love and you swim, but as soon as you walk out, you are dry as a crisp.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I'm doing it.
All right, what a day that would be.
Well-
That's what you do, huh?
And I'm changing the shape of Earth into a slice of pizza. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
And obviously heal the sick and all. He's such a Boy Scout.
I know. Heal the sick.
Of course we're going to heal the sick, but we can't get a chocolate river too.
Okay.
You're so charitable, Kevin. But charity starts at home. If I'm God for a day, I'm setting myself up financially for the future.
I don't think
Oh, okay.
I don't think you can do that.
Why?
Can you? Because it's only for a day. Everything that you've done is undone.
I'll have some acquisitions.
The
that-
only thing is when God gets back in, he's like, okay, we're going to remedy that.
Exactly. My chocolate river goes bye-bye.
Yeah, God steps back in. It's like, okay, enough of that.
So you're playing again. Virginia doesn't get the game. Kevin.
I do a lot of nice things for really rich people, and I tell them, you owe me.
What a terrible, terrible way. That makes Chocolate River look like a genius move.
Chocolate River is dumb.
It is so not dumb.
And you killed the fish.
I do not kill a fish. Don't you put that on me?
Okay, random question here. What would you do if you found a crying extraterrestrial alien baby on your way home?
Oh my gosh.
I
Well,
would call Jaybird.
Yeah, and I would not tell the government, and I
No,
would
you
I would
wouldn't.
try to nurture that alien baby and try to take it as my own until I can get it back home.
What if they come to get the baby back and they try to kill you because they don't know that you're good? They think you've stolen their baby.
What do you feed this thing?
I mean,
Pizza.
Okay.
Duh. Kevin,
What if it's like a gremlin, though? The pizza makes it.
Well, I think it's a trial and error kind of a thing. All I'm saying is if I saw an alien baby on the side of the road, I would pick up the alien, I'd bring it in my car, I'd tell Denny's, and we would
You'd handle it yourself.
We would handle it ourselves. I am not getting the government involved.
Immediately, you try to breastfeed it.
But you know me. There's no way I couldn't come in here and talk about that.
It rips his nipple off.
You can't rip these nipples off. These things are sturdy. Oh,
Really?
these things you can't. Yeah.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
Good. Tug away. Good luck.
Like that one guy that pulled a bus with his nipples. Remember that? You see that guy? He did
Yeah.
clamps on his nipples. And he
was
pulled a bus.
intense.
I have strong nipples. I know it sounds like I'm bragging.
I have a bus.
Oh, we needed some clamps.
I think I could definitely move my Jeep with my nipples.
I know where we can find roach clips. Denny's.
Could
If we could get the nipple clamps, we could make this happen.
I would like to try to move my Jeep with my nipples.
Okay.
Virginia's her car's a little too big.
Okay.
We have a KVJ vehicle. I mean, that's impressive.
That's even better.
That's like a bus with a billboard.
Okay, so we need some nipple clamps, the right kind. But we can't even get a hot dog gun. We're getting the right kind of nipple
Don't say that. One day we will get a hot dog gun. All right. You must believe.
Okay, and what about this? I saw this yesterday on the news, a big story. There's this Facebook oversight board that's upholding the suspension of former President Donald Trump, and they're thinking about an indefinite penalty. He's in Facebook jail, but I think we've all been there. I remember I landed us in Facebook jail because I posted up a photo of this woman that was in body paint at Marlins Park, and I thought, okay, well, if they do this where kids can see it, shouldn't be a problem. Bam, we got delisted on Facebook because I put that photo up.
I got us kicked off or suspended or in trouble on YouTube because my nard was hanging out.
Oh, okay.
But we went back and edited out the nard.
Yeah.
We needed to use like 87 pixels because that thing is big.
You ever wind up in Facebook jail, Virginia?
I went in TikTok jail a couple of times. TikTok jail is really easy to get thrown into.
Really?
Rocco loves to make TikToks on my personal TikTok page. And so he was dancing around in his underwear, and TikTok does not like kids in underwear.
Well, no, because it's uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
stop posting that on social media. It makes people uncomfortable.
I'm sorry. I didn't do it. Rocco posted
Virginia
it.
sending me pictures of Rocco with his ass, bare ass. You stop sending me naked kid photos. I don't want them. I'm going on record.
Oh, yeah.
Your Honor, if you play this in
Yeah.
court, I don't want it on my
Yeah,
phone.
she's definitely taking you down.
Oh, she's taking us all down.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only a matter of time, Ross.
Yeah.
Your days are numbered.
Oh, our days are numbered.
Yeah, they actually came out. Somebody found some guidelines hidden online of what Facebook looks at. Some of the words that get you delisted and thrown in the Facebook jail. Let you know some of that. And if you ever wound up in Facebook jail, what did you do? 877-979-WRMF.
KVJ's double your paycheck.
Well, we put out the call for Lorenzo Franco. And did he call in? I'm very confused because there's nobody on my line.
Lorenzo?
Oh, okay. Lorenzo, I believe, is here from Delray Beach. Hello, Lorenzo.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Okay, so you heard your name and you called us back and you were in within the 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Sweet. You just doubled your paycheck, dude.
Oh, I know. So bless him.
Okay. All right.
Were you running to the phone?
Yeah, no, I was running around because I'm at work right now.
Oh, okay.
all right.
What kind of stuff do you do for a living there, Lorenzo? We got to know what kind of paycheck we got to double here.
Well, I work at a nutrition store, so I'm just running around trying to clean up the place.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll let you get back to work because you got to get some money so we can double that paycheck.
Why do all vitamins smell like pee?
Is a good
I have
question.
no idea. I wish I could tell you.
Oh, he's got to go. He's got better things to do.
Yeah. I got
Why
the-
do they put so much cotton in there and the bottles are so big and there'll be like 4 pills in it?
And Renzo, before I let you go, Flintstone vitamins, why do they make they crap your pants if you eat too many of them?
He's like, I didn't sign up for this.
No, he didn't. He's like,
Click.
can you guys just give me money?
It just helps clean you out. It just helps clean you out.
Yeah, it's kind of on the, I think it has to do with like the sugar-free factors or something like that, or some chemicals. Because I remember as a kid all the way back, the vitamin C tablets we would take, we found out that if you ate so many, they kind of make you fart, which we thought was funny. But if you ate too many, you would shart.
Not so funny when you're
And
short.
not as funny if you cross that line into too many vitamins. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, if you're in 3rd grade and you shart yourself at school, that is going to be remembered forever.
Oh, that's the end of the world. That's disastrous.
Disaster.
That is pretty bad. So there you go. Congrats to Lorenzo. We are 1 for 1 today. 4 more chances to win. There is some so-called Facebook oversight board that upheld the suspension of former President Donald Trump. So he's not going to be coming back anytime soon. The question is, when will it be an indefinite penalty? So they're trying to figure out exactly when he might get reinstated. They still pinning that capital thing on him, and I think that's the main reason why
You want to
they're
mess with
giving.
Denny's real hard?
Yeah.
You could say, give us a call right now and tell us what you think about that. Denny's head would explode.
Probably would. Poor guy. He's already dealing with Lorenzo.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Lorenzo hung up right before.
Right as you were about to go to him.
Right as we were going to, Lorenzo hung up when he won the money, and Denny had to scramble to call him back. And
You could tell Lorenzo was in the middle of his shift. Something was going on.
Yeah, so Lorenzo had things going on. He didn't have time to double his paycheck. What are we talking about? Yeah, one time I posted up a photo of a girl that had body paint on at Marlins Park, and Facebook, boom, they threw KVJ off the platform. Somebody else said, I landed in Facebook jail when I posted the iconic sexy Burt Reynolds pic where he's laying tastefully naked with his bits covered after he had passed away. And Facebook threw me in jail for that.
Dang.
It's a sexy photo. Sometimes they can't handle it.
You were doing a homage, though. I can't believe they would do
I
that.
couldn't believe we got knocked off of Facebook for some kind of music violation, and I kid you not, there's a KVJ Nationer that had her private part on her comment section for 6 days. They never took it off. It's crazy when they police and what they don't play. It was boom.
Well, and they don't list their standards anywhere. They're kind of like with us dealing with the FCC. We're like, well, it's whatever these
What we say.
whatever the community standards are. And you're like, well, what does that mean? I mean, people in South Florida are pirates, so does that mean we do anything?
They make up the rules as they go. That's what that says.
Yeah, and so people are trying to figure out, well, what is inbounds and out of bounds when it comes to Facebook? Somebody said, yeah, I simply just called those who are angry about loan cancellation sad and selfish. I used the word sad and selfish, and Facebook booted me. I got in Facebook jail because of that.
Wow.
Because I think they have some keywords in their algorithm that if you use, they think those are hurtful words. So I guess maybe the word selfish gets you flagged.
And then if somebody reports you,
So selfish is okay or not okay, but you can call somebody a dumb F.
That's why
they don't flag that.
Well,
one.
this is why people are starting to complain about this, because there's no listed standards, and it's ridiculous when you talk to a buddy who will have their privates on Facebook for a month and nothing happens, and you post up a photo of somebody with body paint and you're taken down. So that's just why people are now starting to make a stink out of this. Somebody said, I shared a Smithsonian magazine story on tribal New Guinea and wound up in Facebook jail. Somebody got a 30-day ban after writing to a friend, man, you're spewing crazy now. 30-day Facebook jail ban for that.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're being the judge and jury, but you're not doing it fairly because there's people that say way worse stuff than that.
yeah. And some people are spewing crazy on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you not shut down some of my uncles from Rhode Island? They need to be shut down from Facebook.
Somebody said I shared a picture of an orange and apparently somehow looked not safe for work and got into Facebook jail.
Yeah, there are times where we'll do a video, and if we try to boost it, they'll say that there's drugs or alcohol or tobacco involved. It's got nothing to do with that, and then it does not allow you to boost your post.
Somebody said I got bounced for saying my new hair color or my new nail color was smoking. And apparently it had to do with tobacco, but I'm pretty sure I've seen people smoking on Facebook.
Yeah,
So-
what's weird is that I tried to boost the producer Denny's music video, and they were like, nope, it's got pot in there. And then I tried to do it again, and then they let it through. It doesn't even know its own rules.
Nothing's making sense on Facebook jail and their standards.
It's just about like if they happen to catch it when the right person is looking.
Well, and it changes from day to day and maybe from person to person. Like, you guys need to get some real guidelines here so people know what they're doing, because you can mess with businesses when you start throwing people into Facebook jail.
Well, totally. They rely on that.
Yeah.
And if you're a pizza place and you know Boost is getting you X amount, and then all of a sudden they're shutting it down for a dumb reason.
Somebody said, it's not Facebook, but I'm device banned from Instagram, owned by the same company. I used to have an account that called out a certain reality star for doing really bad things, and she or her sheep got my account removed, and I can't use the app on my phone now.
That can happen. They can report you. And if you are a Kim Kardashian, which I'm assuming they are talking about.
Yeah, which reality star were you going after? I'm dying to know.
If Kim Kardashian complained about something, you don't tell me Instagram is not going to listen to her.
With the money she brings that platform. So it's interesting stuff. Got a story to share? 877-979-WRMF.
KVJ? Yeah, there's an app for that. Download the 97.9 WRMF app wherever you get apps. Now back to the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF.
I've got some ridiculous stuff here because that's the way life is. Some of these headlines might actually get you kicked into Facebook jail. Real or fake? It's Virginia versus Denny's here. Can you tell which one is real, which one is fake?
Bring it, Big D.
Okay, Virginia, what do you think about this one? Florida couple arrested for selling tickets to heaven. Was that actually a real headline or not?
I could totally see some Florida scammies trying to pull that one. That's real.
Gonna say that is real. That is real.
Yeah, that's definitely a Florida story.
Totally.
Okay. Denny's, how about this? Real or fake? Berkeley students tear down Ronald McDonald statue for culturally appropriating clowns.
I mean, it's awesome. I hope it's real. I'm going to go real just because I hope that's real.
Thank goodness that is not real.
Gave him a good idea, though.
Yes.
Got McDonald's. All right, Virginia, what do you think? Female named hurricanes kill more than male hurricanes because people don't respect them. That's according to a study. Is that a real headline or is that fake?
I mean,
They're trying to say that
It's sexist.
female hurricanes don't get enough respect, so that's why they murder.
They're only intimidated by the ones named after dudes because, guys are a lot scarier than women.
I mean, that sounds ridiculous. That's got to be fake, right?
Okay, you think?
Oh, my
That
God.
is
Really?
insane.
That one's real. That one is real.
Wow.
Okay, Dennis, you can tie it up here if you get this one correct. Real or fake headline. Broadway dance instructor teaches crocodile how to moonwalk. PETA and the internet outraged. Is that real or fake?
alligator moonwalking. I can't see it happening.
Walking alligator would be amazing.
I know they can't zigzag. Let's go. I'm going to go fake on that one.
Think that one's fake? That is fake. Yeah.
Can they not zigzag?
Well, I think that's the tactic. If you're getting attacked by an alligator, you run left and right.
What if you can't zigzag?
Yeah, if you can't zigzag, you're in trouble.
I'm not that.
You would be terrible at zigzagging.
I so disagree, and I want to have a zigzag off now with the witch. No one's going to care or watch that video, but we're filming it.
Worst video ideas ever. Real or fake headlines? What do you think here? Virginia, Chinese zoo under fire for disguising hairy dog as a lion.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past any kind of low-budget, slippery, shady zoo.
Yeah.
That would be a good trick. That's real.
That is real. Yeah.
I read that one.
The nerve to think that you really are putting one over on the people, or they're going to go, oh my gosh, it's a lion.
It's a lion.
I mean, it's a St.
Wait a
Bernard.
minute. It's a shepherd.
Denny's, is this headline real or fake? Woman boards flight to find that her seat assignment is in the plane's bathroom.
Oh, damn.
Jeez, I could see that happening. I'm going to go real on that one.
Gonna go real. You are correct. Yeah.
Jeez.
Nice.
Do you have to take it? Is that just your seat?
The story is that she was in the bathroom, and then they finally figured out how she could stay outside it. But they were originally trying to
Make her stay in
make her there, and then she made a scene about it, and then they had her out.
Would you make a scene? Probably, right?
If you're in the crapper,
You'd have to.
The entire flight.
yeah, I'm going to probably say I'm not down with this. Yeah.
If they move someone else to first class, I'd be so annoyed.
They're in first class, and you're in first ass.
Okay, real or fake? Back to you, Virginia. It's tied at 2 apiece. Missing Alaskan man drowns in cake batter. Body not discovered for weeks. What a way to go, huh?
Cake batter.
I could go out like that.
Yeah, that's how you want to
That's
go.
respect.
Chocolate
Yeah.
cake batter, you would love it.
Oh.
He loves chocolate cake. Look at him.
Real or fake, Virginia?
I'm going to say it sounds just crazy enough to be real.
Okay, gonna say real.
Yeah, you're pretty terrible at this game.
Curses.
Okay, Dennis, you can take the lead if you get this one right. Real or fake, 69-year-old Dutch man attempts to legally lower his age to 49. He just wants to take 20 years off that legally.
I'm with
For
him.
the win, Denny's.
Oh my gosh.
For the win. Is that a real or a fake headline?
It's so hard. That could go either way. I feel like it could be real. Somebody could be that annoying.
For the win, Denny's is correct.
Oh, somebody actually tried to do that?
You're
Denny's
the champion.
The champ.
Someone legally tried to say, I want to be 49. That's what I want.
Ludicrous.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Denny's our big winner. Okay, somebody's talking about that alligator thing running zigzag they were talking about a second ago, and they said that that is a myth.
I know. I mean, think about it. It's dumb. You mean a gator can't zigzag?
What kind of? It does make sense a little bit to me, though. I mean, they're like a longer animal. I
He's
can see
fast
that.
AF.
Yeah.
He can zig, he can zag, and he can rip your feet out from under you.
Okay. So
I mean, we can try it, but
that is a myth to not be believed about the gator, huh?
that's what people have told us. Yeah.
I remember us back at our old station. We got into a huge 30-minute debate about it, and we still never came to. If people wanted to fight at an event about it, it was crazy.
So it's undetermined.
I mean, I would trust like an animal expert. Get Amy on the phone from Bush Wildlife. Like, I'm sure gators can zigzag. If their prey zigzags, they're going to follow their prey.
Yeah, I think it's tougher for them to zigzag. I know that I can do it, and I want to take the witch on it because she's basically saying that I can't do it.
Okay. I saw this in the LA Times, and it says that alligators can move quickly on land, but only for short distances. And they say run away in a straight line. Everything you hear about running in a zigzag line is untrue. That's the LA Times.
You spend so much time zigzagging, you just let him catch you quicker.
Right, you just wear yourself out.
And I will zigzag with you any day because you got that BAA.
What?
Bitch ass ankle.
I do that, but they used to call me Ziggy Smalls back in Lake Park.
You are going to roll your ankle and cry like a girl.
Ziggy Smalls up in here.
There's a lot of these like little animal things that they've told us that are not true. Like they said your dog's mouth is cleaner than your own.
My mom would always say that. You know, the dog's mouth is the cleanest thing on the planet.
No, it's not. He just licked his own butt
Right.
and then another dog's butt.
Well, we had a dog named Perrier, and Perrier would
Perrier, pretty French.
I guess Perrier would always eat her crap. Always, she always had crap breath. Why did she smell
Yeah.
like? Because Perrier would eat her crap, literally.
Right. Well, they say that, humans and dogs both have about 600 different types of bacteria in our mouth, but we brush our teeth. Our dog's brushing their teeth 2 to 3 times a day.
Probably not.
You know what though? It doesn't even gross me out though. I love kissing a dog's snout and even lips if I'm into the dog. If I not into the dog, you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
That's not.
He puts on some candles and some weepy soft music.
And then he gets into the dog.
Pours him and the dog a glass of wine.
Get those sausages candles going.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just got to join the beating on the air.
Oh, yeah. Somebody said I'm a Florida native, and they used to tell us to zigzag back in school. They
That
give you
is
bad
ridiculous.
information.
I've heard, but it was an old timey thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like don't eat the apple seeds.
And
Does this apple grow in your tummy?
Oh yeah, that was a big one.
they say that Mythbusters debunked the whole thing about
Okay.
that. They said just run away. Don't worry about the zigzagging.
Anytime we try to do anything science, people always try to go, "Oh, MythBusters already did it. You guys are stupid."
And they're right.
Yeah. Well, we had a KVJ draft today for cereals. Who's going to be the big winner tomorrow? I chose Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Apple Jacks, and Peanut Butter Captain Crunch.
It's strong.
Denny's has got Reese's Puffs, O's, and Cookie Crisp.
I mean, he lost. He lost the tournament with O's.
Suits has got Captain Crunch, the regular, Frosted Flakes, and Cocoa Puffs.
Suits, I think, lost it with Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes are weak.
They're good, but they're
No,
not.
they're not.
Listen, they're good, but they're not going to win the tournament.
Every time I get that mega pack of all the mini boxes for the kids, the last thing we always have is the Frosted Flakes because nobody wants to eat them.
No, the worst is Kix.
I like Kix. Kid tested, mother approved.
Virginia has the Honey Nut Cheerios, Lucky Charms, and Tricks. And Bird went very fruity with Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, and Captain Crunch mixed berries.
Those are all. I stand by all those cereals. I just wish I would have mixed a little chocolate.
You just had a bad draw to go last.
I was last. Virginia does have the weakest list, right?
It's right now the least comments I see. It looks like it is Virginia and Denny's. Probably Denny's is number one for the least names I see popping up. Suits is surprisingly getting a lot. Jaybird, you're getting some. I'm getting some. So I'd say it's between those three lists that are going to win when we reveal the winner of the draft tomorrow morning at 7:35.
You know why Denny's is doing so poorly? O's.
The O's brought him down.
And to defend Sweet Denny's, O's is a delicious cereal. It's just not sexy enough to win the tournament. It's a great cereal.
He blew it.
Okay. Well, there you go. If you want to go cast your vote, hit up the KVJ Show Facebook page right now.
More KVJ next on 97.9 WRMF.
We still got an After the Show podcast going to be coming up here in just about 10 minutes. You can see it live on YouTube, and you can get some answers here as we delve deeper into our Raise Your Hand poll. There was one person here on the show that admitted they were sexually attracted to one of our current coworkers. I don't know if we'll get any answers on that. I know Virginia's going to be prying into that or revealing
Juicy.
one of the others. So yeah, we'll find out about that. Also,
We'll delve deep, dog.
yeah. Also, we found out that 60% of KVJ's been watching porn this week. What kind of porn have they been watching? Anything odd? Anything off? Anything really kinky and weird? All right, time to wrap things up. Jaybird has got your thought for the day. What you want to say for the people here, Jaybird?
The eyes are useless when the mind is blind. The eyes are useless when the mind is blind. The eyes are useless when the mind is blind.
There you go. Got to open more than your eyes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's a little spooky.
Oh, well.
Well, I think it was just a delivery, Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thought. Spooky delivery. There you go. You guys have a great day.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.